Judaism is a religion based on action. Our deeds and behaviors matter. That's why our rabbis came up with a system of mitzvot, 613 of them in total. At least 74 of these mitzvot can be found in this week's Torah portion of Ki Teitzei, covering a wide range of topics and guiding us to the ways in which we ought to interact with other human beings and with God. It begins Ki Teitzei LaMilchama, when you take the field, or literally when you go out to war against your enemies. And the Talmud teaches that we find the word enemies here in the plural to remind us that we not only face a military opponent, but our permanent enemy as well, namely the impulse within us to behave poorly and act inappropriately. It is this second enemy, the internal one, that we have to work hardest to defeat. While the entire world is going to war to defeat the external enemy known as COVID-19, we have an internal battle raging that has been brewing for far longer and is even more complicated to overcome. The fight for racial justice and equality has intensified again this week following the shooting of Jacob Blake. As we know, athletes have made strong statements over the last several days, refusing to remain silent. While hundreds of thousands are protesting peacefully, many have struggled with their internal inclination to express their rage in a destructive, unproductive, and unlawful manner. Sometimes the external enemy brings out the internal one as well. As you sit around the Shabbat tables, whether you are at home or at the beach, I encourage you to ask the following question. What will we do as individuals and as a community to proactively make a difference and affect positive and real change? I've been reading Dr. Ibram X. Kendi's book, How to Be an Anti-Racist. And part of his premise, I believe, is consistent with our approach to mitzvot. It is not sufficient to sit back and think good thoughts and love everyone. In order to defeat racism, we have to actively go to war. We have to be an anti-racist. I highly recommend Dr. Kendi's book, and you may be hearing more about it from me in the weeks to come. Shabbat Shalom.